Hello everyone, my name is Akshita Agarwal and I'm back with another important video. So today's video is on hyperhidrosis, also commonly known as excessive sweating. So what happens is that usually excess sweating is not taken very seriously, and even if the person who's dealing with this problem shares his or her worry with anyone they can talk to, they usually dismiss it by saying that sweating is actually good for body, and if you are having excess sweating, it's actually detoxifying you. It is making all the toxins come out of your body. But the problem is that the person who's undergoing this situation, who's dealing with this problem, often lacks confidence, and it often embarrasses them. So when I read so many comments in my comment section about this problem, I decided to do a dedicated video on the same. So let's start by understanding that what are the common causes. Why does this situation happen? Why does a person have excessive sweating? And then we'll move on to the certain simple remedies that you can do to take care of this problem. So let's start with the causes. So causes include hormone imbalances. So for females especially, if they are near that age when their periods are just about to stop, which is also known as menopause, then hot flushes often occur. It is a common symptom of menopause, and in this hot flushes, excessive sweating is very common. Second hormone problem which can cause excess sweating is diabetes. People who have uncontrolled sugar levels, or who have very low sugar levels, which is hypoglycemia or hyperglycemia, in both situations there is excessive sweating. Third reason can be hyperthyroid. That is, if the thyroid hormone, which is thyroxine, is produced excess in your body due to some reason, it increases your metabolism and therefore leading to more sweating. Another reason for excess sweating or hyperhidrosis can be stress. People who undergo prolonged periods of stress have often seen to have hyperhidrosis. Next reason which is associated with hyperhidrosis is nutrient deficiency, nutrient like vitamin D. One of the primary signs of vitamin D deficiency is hyperhidrosis. So if you are having excess sweating, don't forget to check yourself for vitamin D deficiency. Other reasons like some conditions like heart conditions can also be cause of hyperhidrosis. So what happens is that whenever there is a blockage in any of the arteries, heart has to exert more pressure to send the blood across that artery. Because of the blockage, it requires more pressure, and this can lead to excessive sweating. So if you have a family history of heart disease and you are dealing with hyperhidrosis, don't ignore the problem and do check your heart parameters. So there are certain foods also which contribute to hyperhidrosis. So let us list them one by one. First is excess intake of coffee, excess intake of salt, excess intake of fried items, excess intake of food which are rich in fat. For example, full cream milk, or milk cream, or mutton, or red meats which are very rich in fat. Apart from these, spices like chili is also associated with hyperhidrosis. If you are consuming spices which have some kind of chili in them, whether it's black pepper or it is red chili, green chili, they also make you uncomfortable and they raise the temperature of the body, and therefore leading to hyperhidrosis. Now let us understand about the remedies. What can you do to manage your hyperhidrosis? First and foremost is obviously keeping your body cool. So for keeping your body cool, two things can come very handy. First is increasing the intake of water. So if in case a regular water intake for you is say 2.5 liters a day, if you are suffering from hyperhidrosis, you need to increase at least 2 to 3 more glasses of water, because water will keep the temperature of your body down and therefore lesser of sweating will occur. Next important thing that you can do is you can include foods which are very rich in water. For example, cucumber, then your bottle gourd, then watermelon, your strawberries, all the fruits and vegetables which are very rich in water, those are especially, you know, seasonal in the summers, are very effective in reducing your hyperhidrosis and increasing the water content in your body. Second, you know, thing that you can do to regulate your body temperature is intake of calcium foods. Calcium is a very important nutrient when it comes to managing your body temperature. So I've done a complete dedicated video on vitamin D and calcium. I will share the link in the description below. You can watch this video and understand about you know, the foods that you can include, which will help you in reducing hyperhidrosis. Next remedy is checking your vitamin D levels. If your vitamin D levels are less, do go for supplementation. Next remedy is you know, checking your hormones, which is checking your blood sugar level, checking your thyroid levels. If anything is haywire, do take corrective medicine for it. Next important thing that you can do is you know, avoiding the foods that I mentioned, you know, which cause hyperhidrosis. So if you want to include coffee in your diet, don't you know, take more than 1 cup a day. Then avoid taking excess of chili. Avoid excess salt, excess fat-rich foods, and deep-fried food. Last but not the least is regular exercise. If you are, you know, having hyperhidrosis, do not engage in prolonged physical activity. Try to take breaks in between so that your body can cool off. Now, like I said that, you know, people who have hyperhidrosis, they sweat a lot. So due to sweating, there are 2-3 important things that you need to take care so that you don't end up getting any other medical problem because of hyperhidrosis. First is that when you sweat a lot, you you know, tend to get dehydrated. So like I said, increasing water is important. When you sweat, you also lose, you know, your sodium and important ions in your sweat. So taking little bit of extra salt is also advised to people who sweat a lot. Now finally, you know, which is the most important point, is intake of magnesium. People who sweat a lot often lose a lot of magnesium through their sweat, and magnesium is very, very important to maintain your muscular health, your you know, nerves health, your bone health. So intake of magnesium rich foods is also suggested to people who sweat a lot. So I will list few foods which you can take to increase your magnesium levels. First is green leafy vegetables, especially palak or spinach. Then you can take beet greens. I have, you know, explained about beet greens in a video that I did yesterday. I will share the link below. Then you can take nuts like you know, almonds, cashews and peanuts. They are also very rich source of magnesium. Another good source is, you know, pumpkin seeds, which are readily available, and they are also very, very good source of magnesium. Last but not the least is dark chocolate. So for people who have hyperhidrosis, it is very important that they take care of their vitamin D, calcium and magnesium requirements. They take good amount of water. They take foods which are rich in antioxidants. Antioxidants will reduce the anxiety, it will reduce the stress, and therefore the sweating associated with it. I will also share a link of stress reducing foods in the, you know, link below, so that you can watch it and incorporate in your diet. If you found this video useful, do share it with your friends and family and your colleagues which you know that might be facing the same problem. And if you you know, do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.